It's another one of my tunes. I recorded with Back Pocket, Jack and Chris I. Recorded it back in probably 2017, 2018-ish, right when Canada legalized. Tells a bit of a story.
You don't know where your roots start. They grow right from my heart. You don't know where your roots start. All you know is your stalks and your buns, yeah. You don't know where your roots start. They grow right from my heart. You don't know where your roots start. All you know is your stalks and your buns, yeah. Are you gonna tell me I am evil? Cut me down and tell me I'm a criminal. And as soon as it becomes legal, you sell all your investments to all the rich people. If you really knew what this herb speak for, you wouldn't have planned to Babylon no more. But this is something that you wouldn't open your eyes for. It might make you feel a little uncomfortable, cause you don't know where your roots start. They grow right from my heart, but you don't know where your roots start. All you know is your stalks and your buns, yeah. You don't know where your roots start. They grow right from my heart, but you don't know where your roots start. All you know is your stalks and your buns, yeah. Green to you is not that green for me. What's green to you is not that green for me. So plant down a herb for your friends and your family, and don't let them control the price of your weed. What's green to you is not that green for me. What's clean to you is not that clean to me. So plant down a herb for your friends and your family, and don't let them control the price of your weed. 90 years of prohibition, we took it on and made it our mission to plant the herb and keep it a possession. All along we threat time in prison. We see a mission to save the children, but you make it all the wrong decision. You've got the poor people and the sick people. I hope this time we all could be equal. You don't know where your roots start. They grow right from my heart, but you don't know where your roots start. All you know is your stalks and your buns, yeah. You don't know where your roots start. They grow right from my heart, but you don't know where your roots start. All you know is your stalks and your buns, yeah. It seems you just don't care.
Back in about 2017, CBC Marketplace came out to my facility, Melatonin Society, and they came in and they saw what I was doing, and I was growing CBD strains, for sick people. And I admitted to crimes on, I admitted to, not crimes, I admitted to giving people their constitutional and spiritual right medicine, and even though it contradicted laws of Canada. And that's why I knew I could sit in a safe place, because I knew I was righteous enough to be translucent, show them everything about transparency, right? And I got a lot of flack. I got two sides. A lot of people were really happy because what we saw was, Justin Trudeau talking about us as all, gun runners and gangsters and stuff like that, growing pot and selling it to kids. And I saw this and I was like, we need to let them know that there's people here that are representing the herb, that are truly representing the herb, not just doing it for money, but because they helped themselves. Like I healed myself with this plant, and I realized I needed to bring it to other people, right? So I was asked by the Craft Cannabis Association for me to do this because they knew how I run my facility. They knew I was professional. They knew that I wasn't laundering money. They knew all this stuff about me that they knew I would say yes, right? So I said yes, and like I said, a lot of people were really happy because we showed a side to us that Justin was trying to pathologize us all as gangsters, right? So I was like, hey, see, we're out here breaking the law and doing this. Like, this is ridiculous, and that's what I'm saying to the world. It's like, we create the laws. It we do. We have to stand up though together to create the laws, not singular people, right? So what people already knew of this area as the pot growing capital, right? And Justin Trudeau's telling us gangsters. Well, no, we aren't. See, there's some of us that aren't. But I got a lot of flack from people because they're like, "Oh, you outed us as a pot growing community and all this." And I was like, "Well, see it how you're gonna see it. You're always gonna have haters regardless, unless you do nothing at all." Well, about a year after we had legalization come through, and we we were trying to get legalized that whole time. It was right at legalization. I think the interview, right close to it. I can't remember the exact date. I'm gonna put it down in the descriptions. You can watch the interview. And you know, right after that, all the snakes came. I realized I did. There was part like they were part of them was true. Like it was we outed our community, so then we had all of these ginormous corporations come in, and I met 4 different companies. They took me out for dinner, they came out and visited me on my property, they schmoozed me and all this other stuff, right? And it was all, they were all like sleazy, so I wanted nothing to do with them, right? And I wanted to do the medicine properly, and they wouldn't let me even like explain to them the importance of why we needed to do it in certain ways, right? So I chose to continue doing what I was doing. Legalization came, they shut down all our stores, and we survived the last 4 years with our clients that have supported us all the way through. And the song lyrics go, you don't know where your roots start. They grow right from our hearts. You don't know where your roots start. All you know is your stocks and your bonds, yeah. They all came here for their money and tried to use us, to the people that know what they're doing and spent the time and love learning this and helping people and learning from all the people that they're helping. So they come in and sleazeball their way through, right? And your hearts. So it's, just grab the guitar. I'm like that sometimes. Are you gonna tell me I am evil? Cut me down and tell me I'm a criminal. And as soon as it becomes legal, you sell all your investments to all the rich people. If you really knew what this herb speaks. So the first one says what it says, like they're calling me a criminal. Not only that, it's 2 years or a year and a half after legalization. 2 years almost. Yeah, 2 years after, they raided me. There's the gangsters in my community that have been selling to the actual gangsters, the ones that Justin Trudeau is talking about. They got legalized, and now they're selling disassociated indicas to dumb down society so they can play their Nintendo and ignore the fact that their world is being taken over, right? And they raid me for growing CBD and to make it into suppositories, topicals, and tinctures. They took $30,000 at least worth of product, killed a crop, and poured, I don't even know how much CBD oil down the sink. It was sick to me, right? So we have to know that this is how this world works, right? So I'm still the criminal growing CBD in this legal cannabis industry. Well, there you go, right? Are you gonna tell me I am evil? Cut me down and tell me I'm a criminal. And as soon as it becomes legal, you sell all your investments to all the rich people. If you really knew what this herb speak for, you wouldn't be playing the Babylon game no more. Because you would be, it speaks to you and then it starts to speak to something higher, and then you wouldn't be playing your hedonistic games anymore, right? Babylon games no more. This is something that you wouldn't open your eyes for, right? Because this is something that'll make you a little too uncomfortable. These people can't even smoke weed because they haven't cleaned their closet. They're so full of shit in their minds. They only live out here, right? And then back to the chorus. And then it's like, what's green to you is not green to me. What's clean to you is not clean to me. So like what's green to you, what's green to me, like what they think is medicine, they're pesticide sprayed, just aged, crappy, no competence grown crap is not medicine to me, right? And what's clean to you, your sterile environment that's causing you to fail because you don't understand a plant cannot live under sterile conditions, is not the clean. Natural living soil and a living plant living with its true enzymes without spraying it is clean, right? Clean is, healthy clean is in the center, right? If we're talking like on a spectrum, dirty to clean. So it's clean to you, it's not clean for me. Green to you, not green for me. So plant down the herb for your friends and your family, and don't let them control your weed. And so that's what we're doing. We opened up on Baker Street again, a sacrament dispensary, and this is in the Book of Enoch. Cannabis is, they say, this plant is going to heal us to our bones, right? But just for the elect, and that sounds weird. It's like, God, why would you hold certain things away from certain people? To be honest, they're holding it away from themselves. Seriously, people that are true and listen to their heart know cannabis is going to heal them of many of almost all of their ailments can be cured with it. And I'm not saying cured because completely, like I'm talking about, we start with the centering of our immune system, right? And this plant, it is a balancer of the immune system. It helps you sleep better, it helps you eat better, it helps you, it makes you happier. Like those things equal health, right? If you're in disease, you have disease, right? So this is what this is about, right? And then the next verse is 90 years of prohibition. We took it on and made it our mission to plant the herb and keep it in our possession. All the time, this time with threat going to prison, right? And the people that are controlling the plant now had no threat of going to prison. It's like police officer involved, or police are involved with owning the illegal grows, and like all these people, that's corruption, that's nepotism. They waited till legalization and they put these people first in line, right? And that happened. All these ginormous corporations were legalized years before any of us could even apply for a license. That's absolutely ridiculous. It's not based on competence, it's based on thuggery and cartelism, right? So 90 years of prohibition, we took it on, made our mission, plant the herb and keep it our possession, all along with threat, time, and prison. I know your plan, Justin, was to save the children, but you're making all the wrong decisions. You forgot the poor people. You forgot the sick people. And I thought this time maybe we could be equal. And to be honest, we will be equal. And that's why I'm fighting back. I'm setting up on Baker Street and we're going to fight back. And this is what it is. You're going to keep plant medicine away from people that's making them healthy? Not a chance. Not in my community, right? I will go to jail, prison first, okay? And I will hunger strike in prison to my death before they will stop me from helping people in this town. Okay? So that's heart, okay? You back away when it drops a couple dips in your fucking stock markets, okay? You don't have any real blood or heart in the game. That's why you are not the elect, okay? And that's the Book of Enoch. And all tree-bearing fruit is for us by the Creator. You don't get to trump God's law. So that's what I believe about this is the elect are the people that understand the plant and have true compassion, not false virtue signaling garbage that got all these people into power in the first place. So if you feel like supporting the channel or what I'm doing, please give me an email at melatonic@protonmail.com, melatonic. Yeah. Or you know what? You can give me a shout. I'm just going to chuck out my phone number because, if you're listening to this stuff and got this far, then you deserve to give me a shout. 250-551-7720. If I don't answer, just leave a message. I'll get back to you. Probably better to email, but if you feel like you want to talk directly to me, I'm cool with that also. Much love.